And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind, so they have an extra one, and that's how we get the podcast.
I'm waiting for your next one.
The podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast. The podcast. The podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast.
Schaefer got himself some bubble wrap over there.
Happy.
Have y'all started sneezing a lot?
Oh, that is really hitting in my ears.
Yeah, it's like
Could
really.
you take that down?
by
No,
the-
seriously, that hurt.
I have a great gold
Yeah.
for this
stop.
weekend.
Father.
That's a good one. Boy, we'll be tired of that by Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. So going into Valentine's weekend, we suggest that you take a listen to The Lover's Prayer by Hal Bynum.
Father.
That is the opening word
Yeah.
of the prayer, and it's great. It'll touch your heart. People love when we play that.
It's old and schmaltzy. I don't personally get it, but
'Cause you're a
people
dude.
dig it. Oh, dude, I find that that is more guys get into that than they get into other things.
Father.
And it's just him like I checked out of it kind of early on. We've been playing it for years, but to me it's kind of like Grandma got run over by a reindeer Valentine's Day version.
We had Hal Bynum in the studio years ago.
Nice guy.
He came in and we talked all about how that is one of the biggest things for Valentine's Day with our audience. And he was so cool and humble. And he was like, yeah, pretty. Didn't he say like he wrote it like really quickly? He was like, yeah, just kind of knocked that out one evening.
I don't remember, but he
Father?
said he toured around the world doing this. Like he just had like
spoken word kind of recitations.
yeah, and he just had one like this one hit, and the whole thing is that style.
He just talks.
This is
And
kinda-
he's like, I ask you, Father. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Very, very Mayberry, cool and chill.
Father.
That's
And
how
then he
it
just
sounds.
talks about I don't even know what he talks about. What does he talk about?
He's just saying a prayer. He's
About
like,
her?
Yeah, he's like, send me a woman who will this and that, and make me the man who will
Is that so?
be better for her and that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right.
So,
So
it's a prayer for lovers. It's like he's
So,
saying,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, I should have listened. I guess.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've listened, I think.
Well, it was a consultant came to us and said, "You guys should play this," and we were like
It
22
was Phil.
years old at the time.
Good
Phil Hunt.
classic Phil Hunt.
And I don't know, we're like 22 years old. Bubba and I are like, we're like redneck rampage on the radio.
Well, that was also Phil.
What do you mean?
Phil's the one who was like, you guys need to really emphasize Southern. And he's like, just let it all out.
Oh, I
that
didn't
was all
remember
him,
that.
man.
Oh, I don't remember that. Anyway, he's like, you should play this. And like we did, because we felt like if we didn't play it, we did, if you do something consultant, once, it's brownie points.
We were in our early 20s, so we didn't know how yet to be us. So we were letting other people tell us how to be us.
Yep.
And like, there's old tapes that we'll pull out sometimes of the archives where we're all like this and woo doggy and just whatever. It's the weirdest thing ever to hear.
Dude,
because-
I have to go and get a go. I'm sorry, interrupt you. Go ahead.
What?
No, there's a guy. It has to do with exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we used to do that kind of stuff. They'd be like, sound more of this, do more of that. And we would do all of it.
Yep.
We never said no. It took a long time. The most powerful word in the English language is no. It really is. Saying no cost us a few things career-wise, but you got to make a stance sometimes.
Yeah. Can you
Because
imagine?
for the integrity of the show, sometimes you have to say no. And we've done it, and it has affected us negatively.
We had to pay for it.
And yeah, we paid for it, and there's other things that we're still, getting flack on, but we're like, the answer is still no.
I can't find it. Anyway, it was like, hey, enjoy the show. I've been listening to Bubba since his Hot 97 days.
Wow.
Hot night.
Oh my gosh, that was my
Wow.
first job.
This person listened to you.
Wow.
Was it New Orleans? Hot night.
That was Houma, my hometown, which was like, it's 45 minutes south of New Orleans. You could hear it in New Orleans, but they claimed it was like Hot 107 FM, Houma, New Orleans weather.
Oh, so where they? Yeah,
Yeah, it was like,
it's where they go.
When
New
you're-
Orleans.
when you're close to a town, Covington, Cincinnati, whatever it may be, you claim
right.
to be the bigger city.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's awesome, man.
Here's
Now,
your
they did move the signal in. That's the interesting thing, is that there was always, we're doing that because one day we're going to officially be in New Orleans. And they did. They sold it and moved it in. So it did. They swapped signals. It used to be on 107. Then they went to 96 or something. Yeah, it was a weird kind of thing, but they did move the 107 into New Orleans market eventually.
Yeah.
That's the thing that they always, in early radio, like I say early radio, like 15, 20 years ago, they used to always talk about that. Oh, well, this is a move-in signal.
Move-in thing.
We're gonna take that. We're gonna hire you now, and then in 5 years, we're gonna be in the big city, and you'll already be established.
Mm-hmm.
It was. They always used to. It was like a carrot that they would put in front of the
Yeah.
donkey,
Yeah.
and we fell for it every time.
All
as
do.
kids.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What, are we the donkeys?
We are the donkeys.
Oh. So what are y'all's plans for the Super Bowl? You have like a place to watch?
I'm going to be on an airplane.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
you're
even
gonna be
realize that
traveling.
until this morning. I started looking at my flight information. I'm going to visit my brother and some friends, Craig and Rusty, and I'm looking at my flight back on Sunday night. It's right in the middle of the Super Bowl. I'm like, well, this
I feel
was.
like that's going to be a fun flight.
It would be a fun flight.
Right?
I'm
That's a
feeling like
good
it's going to be
time.
an empty flight.
Probably.
I'm
That
kind of
too,
hoping
yeah.
that most people, aren't going to be on the plane at that time.
Do they have a big shindig set up for you?
For the Super Bowl, for the airplane?
No.
Oh, no,
When you go
we're
see
going
you-
to an oyster roast, which I've never done before. I've always been like you have broiled oysters or raw oysters, that kind of thing, fried oysters. I've never had roasted. So they do this big pot, and then they put the oysters in a basket or whatever, and they steam them to where they open up so you don't have to shuck them. And then you just kind of eat the oysters out of that. So I haven't done that before, so I'm kind of excited to go and enjoy that with the boys.
Gonna go and do it with the boys.
The boys.
My father. Well, here I was. We went over there just a shucking
with the boys.
with the boys.
I don't know where that came from.
I liked it though. It's fan. I don't know. I don't. Are y'all gonna cook for the game? Oh, you're not. You guys?
No.
Yeah.
Going to a buddy's house.
I'm making chicken
He's
wings.
taking care of all that.
You're making chicken wings?
Wings
How you do your chicken wings?
I just throw them in the oven.
from the bag.
Probably not as good as yours, D, but
Do you do
That's
them
not
from the
true.
bag? Like, because when I do chicken wings at home, it's like straight out of the bag, like Tyson chicken
like the
wings.
frozen ones. I don't get the frozen ones. I
What-
go to the meat section and where they lift up the big thing and
Yeah. Oh, the good way.
yeah, the good way. Unflavored though. I like them naked and then
Yeah,
I
me too.
put some dry rub on it or something.
So, do you put anything on the chicken before you put it in the oven?
yeah, I put some dry rub and some oil and stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna coat them in olive oil,
Uh-huh.
and then your dry rub and throw them in there at what 400 degrees?
The temperatures are all the same to me. If it's hot, it's hot.
Oh.
Throw it in there, just wait and
I
eyeball
love
it.
that. Okay, yeah, just one until you
And
just
that's
keep
why
checking.
they're not going to be as good as yours.
Nah, that's not true. Are you cooking, Carson?
No, I have been tasked to bring as many varieties of cereal treats as I see fit.
Oh,
This is how I get invited to parties.
Cereal treats.
Like Rice Krispies, but I can do Cocoa
Fruity
Krispies,
Pebbles.
or I've done Fruity
Oh.
Pebbles. I can do Cocoa. I've done Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, I bet that slams.
Yeah, I usually do Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'll actually add cinnamon to the marshmallow butter mixture before I add the cereal. That
gosh.
zhuzhes it.
Wow.
Yeah, so
marshmallow butter mixture. I've never heard you describe it as that before. Is that
Well,
the
that's-
That's how you
secret?
start the
no, that's on the
Rice Krispies.
that's on the Rice Krispie box.
It's on the
Oh.
box.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not like
I didn't know.
Yeah. So no, you melt butter and marshmallows
Real
together.
low heat.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I use microwave, but it's cool.
Oh, do you?
Uh-huh,
Try real low heat. And-
Really, you think you're gonna improve my recipe?
I just did, so yeah, I don't think I can.
I don't think you did.
I'm pretty sure I
think
just did.
you did.
I think for
don't think
molecular
you did.
cooking, yes, I just did. But okay.
Molecular cooking.
Molecular?
That's how he's going to try to top you.
I know,
He's
right?
I
going to
use
shut you down by saying
Hey, I use big
molecular.
words.
Yeah.
Well, molecularly, it's not, but sure, it's fine. No, yours are ridiculously good.
Put a foam on it.
Going back to chicken wings, what do you guys do whenever you find a feather on your chicken wing?
I go good. It means it's a real chicken.
See, I take that one and I'm like, I don't want this one. For some reason, it's much more personal when I find a
It
feather
is.
on it. I'm
I
like,
get it.
and like Frankie, my son, he just eats them. I'll see the
He
feather.
should.
He'll pick it up and but he eats the feather.
Oh well,
He just eats the whole thing, and I'm like, dude,
I
there's a
appreciate
feather.
using all the animal.
Do you guys
for
ever?
him.
Every
Good for
once in a
him.
while, I grilled some steaks last night, and every once in a while, I kind of get grossed out by animal meat.
Yeah, I get it.
It's just,
Like what?
it's I don't know. It's just like
That it's dead?
yeah,
A carcass?
Yes, that's exactly it. Like when you start to realize that like this chicken is like it's all put together. Like we eat it separate. Like it's like one part of a Lego, but when you put it together, it's a big thing. It's this animal. I don't know. Sometimes I get kind of weirded out.
Okay.
And I
I think
can't
it's
eat.
because you realize, oh, this is what this actually is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think that
I get
also
that.
comes from a societal change because let's say 50 years ago, our parents were going out in the woods and, shooting the stuff and bringing it home and cleaning it and doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you knew where your food came from. Now we go to stores and we
Yep.
buy everything instead
Right.
of going out. That's why I think I enjoy game better because I know it's not hormonally injected and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, in some kind of pen.
Yeah,
real tight
probably lived a
quarters,
better life up until
avoid-
the point
Up
where
until
you
the very moment
killed
where
it.
Yeah, but
harvested.
At least you're eating.
No,
it.
you killed it.
But at least
You
you're
killed it.
eating. At least you're eating it. That's.
That's that's my thing. Is like,
yeah.
I mean,
the
but,
rule the rule was growing up and it still is and my son knows the same thing too is if you kill it you eat it whatever
and he
it
ate
is.
the feather. So
He ate
that's
the
fine.
feather.
I'm like Team Frank on
He
this.
was consistent.
He was consistent.
My girlfriend eats the skin of the kiwi, and I find that really disgusting because
Isn't that
it's all furry. Yeah,
Oh.
but she claims that it's delicious.
Might want to reevaluate your relationship.
Carson and I are like, oh.
Dude, there was a girl I went to high school with. We would sit in physics class, and she would always peel an orange, and she would eat the orange, and then she ate the peel. Wow. And yeah, Jessica Enright, I'm calling you out. Like I will remember that till the day I die. That she sat there and ate, bless her, the entire orange, just sitting there learning physics.
Okay, so actually kiwi skins are really good for you. So Mariah's onto something here.
But they're fuzzy.
Every part of the kiwi fruit is edible, like all of it, every single thing with the kiwi. But fuzzy kiwi fruit are the ones that have the most nutrients, like tons of fiber, antioxidants, folate, whatever that is, B9. So yeah, everybody should be eating kiwi skin. She's right.
I mean, maybe she's just living in like 3024.
Hey, is she real into like home remedies and homeopathic stuff?
Not at all. She just eats kiwi skin, and that's about it.
Do you know how much she weighs?
Oh gosh, on
Be
air.
careful. Be careful.
I wouldn't say it on there. I would
Yeah,
just.
but she's little, so
I do. I think I do. I mean, I can probably get pretty close.
Okay.
She's small.
yeah.
She's
so
like
maybe there's something to it.
5'5", like 130, something like that.
You're a brave man.
Yeah, she goal weight, man.
You just say 5'5" and leave it at that.
Yeah, why'd you?
She doesn't-
5'5" and appropriate.
She doesn't listen.
She doesn't.
Because we actually have a new part of Garrett and the people below him is that people are being just much more, especially women, transparent about weight. Because number doesn't necessarily mean like if she's 5'5" and 130, which still looks way different than being 4'11" and 130. So like there's no perfect number, and I appreciate the transparency of these folks. I will never adopt it, but
So here's something kind of interesting with the weight thing. They told my son, because he's talking now with the Coast Guard and everything, and they told him he has to drop 30 pounds. He's like
They told him to drop.
yeah,
weight?
he's like 210. Now, when I graduated high school, I was also 212. And D knows, he knew me like back then. I was thin.
Yeah.
And I mean, right now,
Well,
look at me. I mean,
So okay.
I'm 5'9". I weigh the same amount as the offensive tackles that are playing in the Super Bowl this weekend. We just have very dense musculature and bone density.
Yep.
It's the weirdest thing. Like we hold a lot of weight, and Frankie has my exact body. He's got the,
How many
the
times?
calves, all that.
How many times he says someone goes, "Wow, you weigh that much? You don't seem that." I get it all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's weird. I'm like, dude, they're gonna see that you're not overly, obese or anything.
So is he? So have you talked to him about like the physicalness of all this?
oh yeah, he
Like,
knows.
okay.
yeah.
Because he doesn't do anything, right?
Yes,
doesn't
he's
do
starting.
anything.
Is he going to?
He's going to, yeah.
Okay.
Like, so he and I are both going to get into the gym at the same time.
good.
He's going to join us over at the
Oh,
gym.
what a fun!
So yeah,
like
we're
a big
both
thing.
we're both gonna do it. I was just waiting for this forearm thing. I have a pronator issue from moving. Thanks, divorce. But I ended up getting injured moving.
She got the gold mine. I got the pronator.
So anyway, I've been dealing with that, going to PT for my forearm of all dumb things, but I can't lift. I can't do
yeah,
anything.
no, I get it.
So so we're
And
gonna
it's
get
not
back
like
into
you
the
need
gym.
leg day. So
Yeah, you skip
I
leg
need
day. Boy, you don't need leg
that's
day.
what I'm saying, right? Like, so really, what else you gonna do?
We posted pictures of you guys with Kim Mulkey on the show this week, and the first comment underneath one of those photos were, "Wow, look at those calves! Go Tigers!" It's exactly what the comment was.
Oh, geez, they did a full body.
I didn't
like
know that. I took a
didn't know that.
selfie.
I know you hate that, right?
Jeez.
Like,
That
oh.
was from the team that took that photo.
Oh yeah, they brought a photographer and all this stuff. But she's so cool.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Kim Mulkey is. There's not many things that she has failed in her life. She was good from the beginning. High school, college, the Olympics, college basketball, college coaching, and the Hall of Fames. I mean, she's up there with. It's not like, oh, she's a great woman's. No, she's a great coach. She's a great basketball coach. Period.
Understands the game very well.
Next time she comes through, I'm going to request beforehand, bring the gold medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was saying she
Bring the
lets
gold
kids play with the gold medal
Take
and
it
take
to-
it to their class. Here, pass it around.
Dumb.
Yeah, but it's not like she's just handing it to Tommy over there. You know, of course she knows who the
them.
parents
But you know what?
and the
Things
kids are.
happen. Things happen.
Yeah.
Kids, kids are stupid.
Trade it for a Topps card or something.
I'm doing. You guys ever watch those videos of the guys who open up big stacks of cards,
Yes.
baseball cards?
Yes,
yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I
Oh,
do.
isn't it great?
Yes.
And then when they find like a real rare one and they freak out, I freak out with it. I'm so happy for them.
So Shannon, our friend with Average Joe's, he's in on this thing now. He's like totally bought into these. They're unpacking things, but it's like random. You're buying jerseys like you would buy like baseball cards. And so they send you packs of jerseys. You don't know whose jersey you're going to get. And they open them up. It could be you pay, $300 for something and you get jerseys that are worth $300. Or you get jerseys that are worth $100. Or
Oh, so it
you
could be
might
less?
get one that's worth
Yeah.
$20,000.
Oh,
And he's like,
wow.
oh, it's the most fun thing I've ever done in my life.
That's like rich people stuff. That's like rich people games. Yeah, I pay $300 and I don't know what I'm going to get. It's great.
It's like those, what do they call them, the carton stores or whatever?
The big,
Yeah,
the
where
bin
you-
stores.
yeah, where you
like
buy,
the
like-
Amazon returns.
Yeah, and so they buy all these boxes of stuff, and then they go and they resell them, and everybody goes on, whatever date the price goes down, but the good stuff is
I
usually
watch
gone.
a lot of those videos. People who you can get bales, or what they're called. People who buy up like a Goodwill or thrift store stuff, and they're literally bales of clothing, and you can get sent them for, you pick your price point, but let's say $200, and people will just unbox them and they'll just start selling right there, and they'll be like, oh, here's this thrashed shirt from University of Texas, and somebody will be like, I'll give you $2 for it in the comments. They're like, all right, sold. And I will watch that for 3 hours. I'm fascinated by what's out there, because you also are waiting for that grail to show up, right? Like, you want to see that amazing, what, you found that shirt in that pile? Like, I'm just waiting on it. Same thing with the cards.
There, you
sorry,
need to
go on.
go to. Have you been to the unclaimed baggage store in Alabama?
We've had them on the show once.
I've been,
Yeah,
and it's. Have you been?
yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It is a good time, because also the stuff you see that you can't believe that was in somebody's luggage,
Yeah.
that they put it in there instead of maybe carrying it on. When
Uh-huh.
you talk about the really expensive stuff, especially the jewelry.
Yeah, a lot of jewelry. I'm
Yeah.
looking on their site is unclaimedbaggage.com.
Yeah.
And they sell the stuff. It's not just the suitcases. They do sell those, but it's everything inside them.
Yeah.
And they're doing like special Valentine's Day weekend stuff.
I saw a girl, Hope Scope, on all the socials. She purposely tried to lose a bag on a plane to see if it would show up in unclaimed baggage,
Uh-huh.
and it did.
Oh wow!
And she bought it back, and she wanted to see how much they went through.
She bought
So-
her own stuff
yeah,
back?
yeah. Like she's a content creator, so this,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
so
it's a
it's
stunt.
money for her. But she packed the bag with, I think she put in like a designer piece of clothing, and then she put actual cash in the bag. And when she went and rebought her bag, I think like everything was still in it.
Even the cash?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
So they
just-
didn't even open it.
Nope, it was just okay. Here it is. Yeah, and I don't remember if she went or if she bought it off their website, because you can also they have a website where they'll house those kind of things. But yeah, she found her stuff and got it back.
I'm on the site, unclaimedbaggage.com now. Some of the prices aren't great. It's like,
No.
it's like, oh, wow, this is.
Yeah.
If you think it's going to be cheap, it's not
No,
cheap.
it's not thrifting prices.
No.
no way.
No.
I'm going to
No.
try to call Shannon because I'm telling you, man, this is.
Yeah, I have questions for him.
I can't dial. All right, y'all keep talking. I'm going to try this again.
Okay,
It is not the easiest to talk, and
it's true.
it's
That's true.
difficult.
Yeah.
It is difficult. Remember, you didn't have to do the area code. You could just
Yes.
do 4 digits.
Oh, the good old days.
And I still get confused now on a landline. Do I have to dial a 1?
Yeah. Do I have to dial 9 to get out?
Right. Yeah.
I think one's been eliminated. I don't think you have to do.
I don't
one
think you have to do
anymore.
1 anymore
No.
either. Yeah.
for anything.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
last time I dialed a landline outside of this place. Like,
Good
Never.
point.
God, Shannon. He's
All right,
like,
I got
what
it.
is
There you
this
go.
about?
I said I'm going to bring you up on the podcast. He started laughing. He's like, "What? Hey, so you're on the podcast right now. We were
What
just
up,
talking about
boy?
your new venture. What are you doing with the uniforms and the jerseys and all of that?"
You're talking about the breaking? Yeah, Stashville Breaks. That's going to be. It's like half podcast, half like break show. And
What is a
We're
break?
probably-
Like, I don't even know. Is that like the term of what it is?
yeah, so it's what it is. It's basically people will go on. A lot of it's occurs like in TikTok. Some people have their own websites. Some people do it like via YouTube or anywhere you can just go live. And so people they go on and they can like buy teams and then people open boxes. You don't know what's going to be in them. Like in the case of sports, it could be packs of cards, right? So instead of like you buying the pack of cards, you might buy the Tennessee Titans, and then every Tennessee Titans in there, you win that, right? And it's the same thing. They do autographed helmets, autographed jerseys. It's not just football. It's basketball, baseball. It's every sport. They also do it for, like Star Wars and things like that. So, but it mostly occurs in sports.
Yeah, you were trying to tell me about it one day at lunch, and I was really confused.
yeah,
So
you
that
can
is-
buy numbers in package breaks. So let's say, you've got like 20 cards or 20 items. I can come in and be like, I'll pay 50 for slot number 13.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's
Right.
like all sites of ways you can buy your way into a break.
Right. Yeah. And it's you win something no matter what. And I think that's kind of the difference than it being gambling, I guess, because you're going to get sent something anyway, not of the same value, but you're going to get something, for it. So you're getting sent something regardless.
Shannon, this kind of reminds me of in Gatlinburg when you pull over there and you go gold mining, and they give you a big bucket of dirt with some rocks buried in it, and you get and you kind of run water over it, and you get excited because you got an onyx or something. This kind of reminds me of what this is.
No, it's kind of exactly what it is. And, I just started doing it. One of the guys in the office was doing it and came and brought me some Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey, like a Mike Evans jersey, and said, "Oh, I got this for like $40." I'm like, "You got this for $40? Like this is like, look online, it's like a $250 jersey." And I was like, "How does that work?" And I just kind of got in there and started doing it myself. And was like, "Oh, this is fun," and ended up with a dining room full of football helmets and jerseys, and it was like, we should do this ourselves.
Oh, wait a second. So this is your business? Is this your new business?
Yeah. We
I
built
thought
the
you
whole
just
set.
did it. I got you. Sorry, I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
we haven't launched it yet. Like I was doing it, and then we're launching we're trying to be up by the first going. I just ordered a bunch of product, and we finished building the set in there, and the whole room's wired up with cameras everywhere, and the production value is going to be a lot better than like a lot of these guys where you just kind of see their hands and it's their cell phone filming it. We're kind of going to blow it out and go big. And whereas they don't typically have guests, we're going to have guests. So, and you guys are going to be guests on one of the
Oh, we are?
one night. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Hey, somebody wants to talk to you. Can you hold on just 2 seconds?
All right.
Yeah, somebody. I'm going to call his wife and see how much she hates this. Because I'm telling you,
She's got
Jenny hates all of this.
What? You think so?
Yes. I'm calling you. Pick up the phone.
Hey, hold on one second.
Hey, it's D and Bubba.
How do I do that?
How you hit conference?
Yeah, and then yep.
Hey, Shannon. So this new business, it sounds pretty great. Is it taking over your house at all?
It did. I just moved everything. So, yeah, the whole dining room was full of stuff. I'm sure you're getting all this info from Jenny. So
Actually, we were just trying to call her. We were going to put you guys both on the line, but I don't know if she realized it was us.
Oh, here. Wait. I told her it was us. I really want to hear what
All
she
about-
has to say
like
about
her
the-
take on the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, she has no idea what's going on. Yeah, she just wants the stuff out of her house. That's all.
So she hey.
Why'd you hang up on me?
Hey, well, we didn't.
We did not.
We didn't mean to, anyway. Hey, you're.
You 100% hung up on me.
Okay, we hung up on you because you're
sorry.
snarky. That's why. Hey, we have your boyfriend on the phone, and he is telling us about this new business. Are you okay with? Are you okay with all this stuff?
No.
Okay. Is this stupid? Is this a dumb idea?
End up in the federal penitentiary for.
All right.
There's nothing illegal about this. Fun. It's fun.
Listen, though, I am prepared because I feel like mob wife aesthetic is a thing right now, and I think I can manage it. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, shit, I'm really into this now. Now that I know this is a little dangerous.
I don't
But
think it's
I
dangerous
would
at all.
li-
They've been doing this
I
thing
would
for
love
10
it
years.
if it got out of my living room. It's in my dining room, I mean, and it's have you seen pictures?
No.
Oh,
Send those.
Shannon, did you want to send them some pictures?
It's not there anymore. I'm sure I have a picture from when it was. It's at the office now.
He says he's trying for a launch date of the 1st. So that means like
Not too much longer.
it should be gone, and then they're going to get more.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it'll all come to the office now. So.
Oh, okay.
Not on our street, though, right? Like, not on Westwood?
I don't know
Oh,
where
to
it's
the
going.
other.
It's going to be
Yeah.
at the other location, I think.
Okay.
And then he's going to move
Fantastic.
it over to our studios, and we're gonna launch. It's going to be our new
gonna be the
Silverfish.
spillover.
Yeah, it's going to be a new thing that we do. Just add to our roster.
No, it's
There
not.
you go.
Yeah, and then it's
That's
going to
why I moved over here is for you guys. You guys got to pick a side.
be. No, we're on.
It-
No, we're on. Listen, we're
mean,
on
I'm-
both y'all's sides. We can't pick
No.
No, we can't pick a side. It's like you picking Bubba or D. You got to
She
pick
would
both.
You.
Oh. Was there
Everybody's
a-
getting like an Amber Alert.
Was there an Amber Alert?
What is that?
There's a public safety. You guys are probably going to get it too. Public safety alert.
Oh wow.
Where's that? Is that firing off on the?
No, it might be neighborhoods different.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Well.
I didn't get
Well,
it.
it
Yeah, I
sounds
didn't
like
either.
Well, Shannon, it sounds like they're on to you, and
We're gonna let you both go, so we don't cause any more
yeah,
disturbances.
I don't know what you're talking
here.
about. We're
Yeah,
clean
that's all that
here.
happened.
All right.
Hey, go listen to the Lover's Prayer by Hal Bynum. You can
Father.
take us later. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be a fun night for those guys. They get into it. Were we on the air? I don't know. You know how the time people will go like we'll do stuff. You know what we did when we called Larry the Cable Guy, and we were just talking about something on the air. And I said, well, let's call him.
Was that about the
forget
Striper
what
documentary?
Oh yeah. And so we just called him, and then he sent me a text later. And he goes, "Hey, was that on the air?" It's like, yeah, it was. He's like, oh, it didn't seem like we were, but I kind of think it was maybe. Like, yeah, well, that's us. That's classic us, honestly. Father. Anyway, Bobby, you all right?
He's over here texting.
Oh, you're texting Shannon. He's like,
No,
don't,
it's not.
don't
no.
put that on there. Dude, it's super illegal. I've been trying to tell Gene it's not, but it's completely off the record. I was trying to be cool, man. Thought you wanted to get on the ground
be
level.
cool.
Why can't you just be cool, Bubba?
I can't be cool. Haven't been cool for a long time.
No,
Just
you
ask my
haven't.
kids.
Father. Well, all right, who's after the podcast now?
We're gonna have Sandy Cheeks, Carolyn Lawrence.
Oh, that we
She
really
is
are putting
Sandy
that on.
Cheeks. Yeah, it's at the
Oh.
very end of the podcast.
Why
if you're
not?
watching on YouTube, sorry you don't get to hear this part, but we do have the interview on our YouTube channel, so you can go find that. Also, we'll do the greatest Super Bowl commercials. Bob Horowitz, the producer of that. We're gonna have both of those at
That's
the
on
end.
tonight.
So, and I do want to mention the Egg Bowl. We've gone through the entire podcast and not mentioned it. If you missed the Egg Bowl this year, where we take 2 eggs, paint them up, put them in the microwave, and then whichever one blows up is the one that, that explosive offense, they are going to win the Super Bowl. This year, the Eggs have chosen the Chiefs to win, and the Eggs have a record of 17 correct and 6 incorrect predictions of the Super Bowl.
Are you really putting money on this?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
wow.
I DraftKinged it up.
Off of the eggs.
Off of the eggs. I'm
Just
not telling anybody else to do it.
You just did money line, right? Just
Yeah,
who's
I
going to
just
win or lose?
as a win or lose, because that's what the eggs say.
That's-
Win or lose.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, I wasn't taking any kind of points or anything like that. No. But yeah,
We're gonna
and
get to the
Garrett
point.
did it too, though.
DraftKings is going to get to the point and go, listen, we're going to re-up for you guys for next year. Can the eggs be a part of this?
Yeah, right.
And can they do a point spread? Is it
Like
possible?
they should have actually.
Which is funny because actually their deal with us technically ended today. So
Oh, did
it's-
it? Yeah, that's
really?
right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
So we
that's
got to
awesome.
re-up.
we're in the middle of re-upping it.
Oh,
Well,
that's
send
great.
them the thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They can
Yeah.
sponsor the eggs.
Yeah. They
All
want
right.
to sponsor eggs.
All right, here we go. Brought to you by DraftKings.
Father.
And we hope you have a wonderful weekend with the Super Bowl, and we'll get you into, Valentine's week next week. Love week, man.
All right, love you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.
This was the podcast, but now it's over. But that's okay, because you can listen to the regular show on the radio every day.